Hello everybody and welcome back to the Rhódania Chronicles right here on QuestJunkiesUK. Say hi guys.
Hi guys.
Hi guys.
Look at these wonderful faces. Oh, it feels like we haven't seen you in so long. I am sorry that I took a couple of weeks away just to rest. You know, people kept shouting at me that I wasn't resting enough, so I did, and then I missed you guys too much, and I was sad. But now I'm back, so it's all good. So,
Hey,
yeah.
Hey, Patch, did I just
Hey.
hear you say sorry
Maybe.
for taking time for yourself?
No.
Being polite. Fuck
let me-
apologizing.
Let me roll a deception. Natural 6. Fuck. Okay.
Natural 6, hold on. I got a natural 5, so...
Oh, shit. Thank God. That worked then. But yes, welcome in, everybody. Lovely to see everyone in chat. Sky McSparkle, hello, my friend. It's been a while. Hope you're okay. We also have Nina Stringbeans. Thank you for tuning in. And our very wonderful regulars, Grim, Pixie, McClover, the ever-generous soul that you are. And these guys on the screen as well. They tune in as well. I think they kind of have to. Phantom,
Stuck with us now.
always a pleasure. Yeah, let me get my rubbish introductions out of the way so we can get to the real important stuff, which is playing D&D, because that's what we're here for, telling stories. So, let's play this week's episode of Will the Chat Commands Work? Ooh, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, so if that worked, which it didn't, then just imagine in your head that there is a link in the chat which takes you to Sirenscape.com, where you can get a free trial of Sirenscape, the platform that does all the audible goodness that we use on this channel. You can get access to over 1,000 different ambiances and thingamajiggies and sound effects and witsits and whatsits and you knows it's all there. And if you add /PhoenixUK at the end of it, then you can support my wonderful DM, PhoenixUK, in his creative endeavors, as he is an affiliate to Sirenscape. You know, without him, there is no QuestJunkies, so I will forever signal support for PhoenixUK. We also would like to... God damn it, none of them are working. Yes, there was another Windows update. I hate Windows updates. Really hate them.
Day of my life.
Every time. Anyway, if you go onto Twitter and you look up the very wonderful artist Aviv Orr, you can see the incredible artist that did all our character art. Look at these wonderful people. And on that subject, by this time next week, we will have revealed the brand new character art for our upcoming campaign, The Wyld Chronicles, as done by Aviv, and oh my god, the art is so good, it's so fucking cool, it's amazing, holy shit. I can't wait for you to all see it. But you just have to wait a little bit longer. This time next week, it'll all be on social medias, it'll be on the Discord, we might even have the intro sequence online for you all to enjoy, to get excited about. And then the week after that, we'll actually be beginning, which is slightly nerve-wracking, but so exciting. But yes, please go give Aviv some love. I have noticed that while my on-demand chat commands aren't working, they do show up from time to time in the chat anyway. So if you keep your eyes on the chat, you will also see links to our community Discord, where you can join the community, you can see all the announcements and the art before everyone else. And you can put your name forward for future one-shots. If you want to join the table, you can come and sit with us and play. I mean, it's just like, you know, it's a fun time if you can deal with me as a DM, which, I don't know, we'll see. Look at them faces.
Right.
Love you guys. Now, more current, we have a merch store. And a link will show up in the chat at some point for that. You can see some of the merch on screen right now. Various different designs. We actually launched some new designs over the last couple of days. Some of them previewing the new campaign, the Wyld Chronicles, including one which officially revealed the names of our player characters. So if you want to go see that, you are welcome to do so. Let me just see if I can, hang on. Oh yeah, there we go. You can use that link right there, and right above it is the Discord link. Oh, see, Phantom's on the ball. You've got this. Thank you, Phantom. So yeah, new designs. If you are subscribed to us on Twitch and you connect your Twitch account to the store, you get community discounts on everything in the store. Absolutely everything. Because, you know, you guys already gave us your money. Why shouldn't you save money? You know, we like to give back, so that's what we do. And then, finally, there will also be a link for our YouTube, where you can catch all the VODs if you can't stay tonight, or you want to catch up, or if you missed the mini campaign that we just got done a few weeks ago, and you want to watch all that, all the 6 episodes of tears and death and destruction and like really descriptive descriptions of like maggots burrowing out of people's skin and stuff, like it's all there on the YouTube, so you can go and check that out. And yeah, I think that just about wraps it up. Don't forget about the Subway brand deal. Look, I'm gonna be honest, right? Subway, if you're watching this, which you're not, but you know, should the day ever come, y'all need to step your game up, because we're out here giving you free publicity, telling you all to eat fresh and stuff, and you know, what's going on?
I was gonna say, I feel like we need a sandwich emote or something now, like.
I mean,
maybe not like a Subway, but.
I mean, it's either that or I run a Subway themed one shot that you guys like sponsor. You know, I'm just saying, like, it might be a good idea. Like, you know, it just it might be a good idea. It might be a really good idea.
If we can't get Subway on, we should get the guy that does roll for sandwich on.
I adore
Legends of Ardia.
that person. Yes.
Legends of Ardia.
I love them.
I mean,
oh my God.
I am in the Discord. So
you
maybe.
could do that. Makeshift Tavern also does roll for a drink, and I just found a guy who does roll for sushi. So if we want to do...
I've seen a lot actually recently. There's roll for pizza, roll for... There's been all sorts. Like,
I feel like this is going to be the food court one shot.
I mean, maybe. I mean, at the moment, you guys are in the city of Berthy, and I have talked about doing the Great Berthy Bake Off many times. So, you know,
we had a mini bake off at the beginning of the campaign, didn't we? So,
in a sense, yeah.
Practice round.
With the scones.
Anyway, all that bollocks out of the way, let's meet our wonderful players. So, going around the overlay, tell us who you are playing, and give us a random interesting fact about your character. Starting with...
Interesting.
Yes, I did. Well, because of that, Mai, you go first.
Hi, I am Mai, aka Bart the Pyre. I play our lovely Circle Stars Feelies Druid Chaos Kitty Rhódania. And my random, interesting fact, I think it is anyway, just suddenly going to say it's interesting. So up until the point of meeting Reese and Bridget, Rhódania would perfume her cloak and like whatever she was wearing, or like her fur, with whatever flowers she can find. However, since trying the strawberry muffin, now she's trying to concoct the scent of a strawberry muffin so she can wear that on her person as much as she can.
Is that for her enjoyment or to torture Reese more?
Maybe a little bit of both.
Character development. I love it.
Especially now, it's like he doesn't want to be her roommate anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Listen.
We'll get to that in a hot minute. I've missed you guys. Okay, thank you. Moving on. Our favourite rock boy, Pat.
Hello, I'm Patrick, aka Pat Toon. Sometimes I draw art, but Monday nights I play Connell McGinnis, Earth Genasi, Rune Fighter. And Connell's interesting fact for this week is when he was just a young wee pebble out in the playground, couple of the kids thought it would have been a fun idea to be like, "Hey, Rock Boy, didn't you know you can sharpen blades on your legs?" And Connor was just like, "Can I?" So he went home to try it, and his mum stopped him because she was like, "Boy, what you doing?"
That's terrifying.
Yep. So
But-
there's your life lesson, kids.
The true backstory to how Connell became a fighter.
I mean, it was enough to get you a round of inspiration from your dear friend Grim for such an inspiring intro.
Love it.
Thank you, Grim.
Oh, what am I going to do with you two, honestly? Thank you so much.
Put us on a one-shot together. That's what you do.
We'll see.
Just us, me and him, rocking the shit.
I mean, maybe.
Is rock being the operative word?
1v1 me, bro. Okay, thank you. Bridget.
Hello, I am Bridget. I play Frike, the edgy lady goth, anti-mommy, lady of nouns, Shatterkai, way of the long death monk. And her random fact is, since she's been training with Connell in the mornings, she has learned how to use her newly acquired immovable rod to do pull-ups. Interpret that however you would wish.
That's a genuinely great way to exercise.
Listen, I'm more imagining Frike doing, like the upside down, like crunch ups.
Oh,
I can see that.
oh yeah. I mean, I was kind of picturing like, while you were learning to do it, you didn't quite get the hang of it. So it's like, when you see those like TikToks or Vines of like someone, they've got it on the door and they pull right up and then it comes off the door and they just go.
Yeah.
That's got to happen at least once. You accidentally like trigger the immovable rod to move. Okay, thank you. And then last but never least, Wyatt.
Hi, friends. Wow, it's been a long time since I've introduced myself. I'm Wyatt. I play Reese. And as we all know, his name Reese is not actually his name. So the people of the Mountain Rift, his clan and town that he's from, they don't have traditional naming conventions. So he was named after playing his flute in the mist. So mist in the morning. So he would play his flute in the mist in the morning next to the waterfall, and that's how he got his name. And so their naming convention is like colloquiality, and so it's, you're named after whatever sticks and what they like. So
Amazing. And Molly looks a little bit annoyed.
I know, because I know this, and Rhódania knows this, and Reese is still like, that's not my name. My name is Reese.
That's not my name. That's not my name.
that's not my name.
That's how you do bardic inspiration. All right, so before we do our recap, we had some subscriptions. So everybody gets a spin of the wheel of chaos. And because I am such a humble and generous dungeon master, which, by the way, I'm Patch, I am the dungeon master, I play everybody else. And a random interesting fact about me is that I'm going to take the first spin of the wheel. There you go. I'm going to take this first bullet for you. So, the first NPC that you come across is going to be... Oops, all dex. They are going to have a dex stat of 20. So, very nimble, very dexterous.
The unintentional monk.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know who you bump into. Well, I kind of know who you bump into first, but...
Frike's bio, isn't it?
Unintentional monk.
Pretty much.
Wow. Okay, so going around the overlay, we'll go in reverse this time. So, Reese, your spin of the Wheel of Chaos. For today's session, you will... Oh, shit. Okay, this could be good. For today's session, you can trigger a long rest for yourself whenever you want, just once.
Damn.
So you have a long rest on command. That's... Yeah, I'm now actually concerned.
Okay.
But it's only for today's session, so you can't leave it for next time. So...
Don't worry.
I am worried. Frike, for today's session, you shall...
Ooh. As long as it's not shrink again.
You gain the wordsmith ability. For today's session, you can understand any spoken language or any written language. It's strange. It's almost as if you are forever under the comprehend languages spell. Now, you can't speak
At least
any
I'm not
language, but you
smaller.
can understand it. Yes, that is
Okay,
definitely better
interesting.
than being small.
This includes written stuff, yes?
It does include written stuff, yes.
Oh, how fortuitous.
Oh.
Me? All right. Connell, for today's session, you will have a max intelligence stat. So you have woken up feeling very bright. I will go ahead and amend your character sheet for you right now. So your intelligence score has gone from 10 to 20 for today's session.
Is he
So you-
top brain then?
You definitely had a good night's sleep.
I gotta
All
say,
right.
you gotta train your mind on, buddy.
There you go, you see.
So,
And then-
rock hard again.
Last of all, Rhódania, for today's session, you have a maxed out constitution, which is very handy because, should you get into any shenanigans, you now
Like
have...
a bar fight.
Well, let's see, actually. Let me apply it now and see what happens. That's giving you an extra 25 hit points. You now have 55 hit points instead of 30. So
You're the tank. You're the tank for the day.
you are the tank for the day.
It's my day off.
Meow.
Oh. Thank you, my dear friends, for indulging this. Now, just as the music's finishing, it's almost as if it knew. Let's do a quick recap of where we're at. So, the Wyld Ones, after arriving in the city of Berthy aboard the skyship the Discourteous Rose, given a lift by the ever-generous Captain Madeline Crowley, despite the fact that she was technically killed by one of them. But she seems to be okay with that, more so than she probably should. It was a whole thing. It was a whole thing. The less said about it, the better. But a whole new city to venture to. And with a potential plan of trekking through the forests towards the city of Zundinarg, the home city of Connell McGinnisy, where in just under a month's time, there is to be a fighting tournament held. Thank you for the gift subscription! A fighting tournament to be held in the honour of Thrasham Foe, the great fighting champion of Zundinarg, Connell's hero. And Connell has received a formal invitation to participate. So, after arriving in Berthy, they took in the sights, they walked around, did a little bit of shopping, a few shenanigans, found a lovely little tavern to spend the night in. There's a little bit of controversy as for the first time, Reese and Fronia were not sharing a room. Just devastating, heartbreaking. As they arrived in Berthy, they did notice a lot of kerfuffle. A lot of stuff going on around some weird statues that were like on the path leading into the city. The path heading towards the Forest of Thorns. One of the routes ahead of them that they could take to Zundinag. There were posters around the city saying that warning people to not venture towards the Forest of Thorns. Some unknown danger. But not much more said about it. So, we rejoin the Wyld Ones the following morning, waking up in the comfortable yet affordable Copper Mug Tavern in the city of Berthy. And the first thing you notice when you wake up is the sound of heavy rainfall outside, as through the night a quite expansive storm has come in. Yeah, when you look out the window, you see that, like, the stalls are all still going. Like, this is a market town, a trading town. The weather does not stop them conducting their business, because their business is their life. So, despite the rain, it seems everything goes on as normal in the city. But one by one, you all come to consciousness, rested, gather your things, you head downstairs, where you see Granson, the landlord, who looks quite dexterous, actually. Like, don't know if he was working out last night or not, but looks very pleased with himself. As, you know, one by one you come down and say, "Morning, I trust you have a nice sleep." "I certainly did. I feel 10 years younger." "I'd get you some breakfast. You grab yourself a seat." So,
You look 10 years younger.
"Oh, I thank you kindly. Thank you kindly." So we rejoin the Wyld Ones as you all gather around a table. Breakfast is served, and the day, while stormy, is yours.
It's like, don't you think that Mr. Landlord is suddenly looking a bit... It's a bit...
Yeah. Hmm.
Not usually my type, but wouldn't mind a slice of that
Not
for
bad.
breakfast.
I will clarify, I did describe this landlord last session as being quite old, with thinning hair on top, a big bulbous nose, half-rimmed glasses, quite portly. We're learning a
Character
lot
wants what
about...
the character wants.
Yeah, we're learning a lot about Rhódania tonight. I like it. Off
It's
to
all
a good
about
start.
the person.
I mean, if that's where you go for, I mean, looking back at Rhódania's history as well with the siren, that's... You have expansive
long
taste.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's my oyster.
Yep.
Reese comes down. He has definitely sand in his eyes still. Like, the fur is a little bit clumpy still. And he's, like, rubbing it out. But you see around his neck is a medallion that looks freshly polished. This very pretty... His symbol for the moon goddess, this the goddess holding a upturned crescent moon, but it's around, kind of showing over his outfit now.
Without even thinking about it, and just like ignoring the fact that you just abandoned me room-wise, I grab a bit of my robe and I just like distinctly just start rubbing the sleep from your eyes, and I get kind of like, oh, that's shiny. Oh, just kind of starts like doing this to your necklace. Like, where'd you get that from? Did they sell them on the market? I need my one for myself.
Do you remember that? Thanks. Do you remember that slightly weird guy that was back at the other city?
Oh, he
Why
was
it's spacing on the name.
lovely. He was nice. Yeah.
Yeah, he was nice. Very strange. Good man, but strange. Anyway, I commissioned him to make this for me.
Oh.
And
Is it literally just shiny, or does it do something? Or is it just shiny?
It's just... Oh wow, it is really shiny.
Better be careful. You better, like, when we're out there, I would probably recommend that you hide it a wee bit, just in case there's any snatchers. Because if you're a bit like a magpie like me, then they'll just take it.
They can try. I'll like pat the
stroking it.
new rapier on my hip. They can try.
Oh yeah, I forgot you're packing. Yeah.
Of course.
Well, breakfast? Do you want a wee drink? Like tea or something? I got some mild brew if you want some.
I'll take some.
Mild brew? Okay. Just need some hot water, that's all. Excuse me, Mr. Landlord man. Hello.
Grandson.
Hello, grandson. I'm sorry. Is there any chance we could get some hot water, please? I mean, you're free to have some if you like, but we're wanting to brew a pot of mild brew, please.
Oh, hot water's not a problem. Mild brew? I don't think I've ever heard of that.
Have you ever of the Rhódania world famous wild brew before? Or soon to be famous, I should probably say. Or infamous.
I can't say that I have, no. It sounds important and big and...
Well, you know, trying to start a small business, hopefully not too small for too long. I mean, if you'd like to try some of our mild brew, you can have a go. It doesn't have any of the effects as the wild brew does, because this is for people who don't partake in that stuff. So.
Make a persuasion check.
Being
Because
nice.
he's not heard of either of these drinks, and like while you guys are very nice to him, like suddenly offering him drinks, and then one's like, oh, by the way, this one's the mild version of this one because it doesn't agree with people. Like he's a bit like, something's not right.
Okay. Persuasion, 10. Oh wait, I've got
Okay.
advantage on that.
You do have persuasion.
Just 10.
Okay.
I rolled
With
a
his-
9. So.
With his natural 6, it's like, oh, thank you very much. I am a bit thirsty. Thank you. Oh, it looks like you've got some inspiration given by Phoenix Iwaki. For the future spelljammer, reach for the stars, wee kitty.
Meow. Thanks.
Always a pleasure, my dear Phoenix. Thanks for stopping by.
Let me just. Oh my god, I've got.
Okay, well, I'll get some hot water. What on earth is going on there? Interesting.
It's a capoeira thing.
It is, but
Why they?
it's blowing up my feed, so let's not.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
There we go. Sorry about that, guys. Right, I'll get some hot water and then thank you. Yes, I'll try it. Why not? He goes off to heat
know
up
what
a.
it tastes like.
Well, while he is heating up the water, do tell us what it tastes like.
Well, a bit like the wild brew. It tastes different for each person, but except, you know, if you're more favourable towards savoury drinks or savouriness, it can taste savoury. And if it's something that's a little bit more sweeter or floral that you prefer, then yeah, more often than not, if you're just kind of partial to either, it's more like a floral taste. So
Okay, interesting. So he brings back the pail of hot water and some cups, and he's got a cup for himself, one that he's already made, and he's like, it's quite nice. It reminds me of mulled wine a little bit.
Oh, that's interesting. She kind of takes out her little notepad and just kind of writes it down. Okay, mulled wine. Okay, brilliant. Take a cup, guys. Whoever wants some, I'm interested in taking notes.
So y'all take a cup?
Seeing that nothing has happened to the key,
Yeah.
magic-wise, Reese will very slowly reach for one and will take a sip, eyeing Rhódania.
So based on what Maya's just said, how does it taste for everybody?
Is that pomegranate?
Pomegranate?
I'm getting notes of spiced plum and dark chocolate.
Oh, that's a good one. Okay.
It's making me thirsty.
Reese will just continue drinking it kind of like nostalgically. It reminds me of a tea that my mentor used to give me.
What does that taste like?
Well, it tastes kind of like dandelion.
So you've got a floral hint. Okay. Very interesting. Interesting. And just for research purposes, I mean, mine changes every time I have it, so let's have a taste of it. Different today. Can I, for the sake, can I do a roll for it? So I'm quite curious if it's something that's a good thing because of the whole constitution jobby.
Okay. Roll me a d20. 10 or higher, it's something you like. 9 or
Okay.
lower, it's something you don't like.
Okay. Oh, I don't like it. Oh. Oh no. Oh god. Yeah, that doesn't really happen. I think I must have just had a good dirty cup. Just kind of. Yeah. It tastes a bit cabbagey, so I really shouldn't be having that because I'm allergic.
Oh no.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
if it's just enchanted to taste like what you like or apparently dislike, it's not actually eating the thing, is it?
I know, but I don't want to be too. Yeah, I want to be careful. You don't know what it's like when I have cabbages. It's a bad thing to happen. Scary.
She gets a wee bit gassy.
Your audio cut out then.
I said, don't tell people that. How did you know?
Because you're not the only one. Gift of gab.
Oh, we are full of lord drops already tonight. So, around about this time, while you're having this conversation, the door opens and 2 of the city guard walk in. You recognize the armor from when you entered the city yesterday. Quite tall shields, a spear in each hand, in the other hand, pointed helmets.
Didn't
This
I
sort of-
harass one of the tiefling guard people?
You did.
You
Shit.
did.
But
Yep.
lovingly, nicely. I was being
So-
nice.
Thankfully, giving you a little bit of relief, they both appear to be human. And straight away the landlord runs over and quickly has a word with them, and then he steps back as one of them addresses everyone in the room. If I could have your attention, please. Just a quick announcement from the council. For anyone wishing to travel through the gate leading to the Forest of Thorns, it has been determined that the apparent danger levels have increased. Therefore, we will be further restricting access there. The council has, however, pointed out that this is a city of free will and we cannot technically force you not to go. But we will hope that you take it under advisement. And we would also like to clarify, people are talking about this old wives' tale about a vengeful spirit of old Queen Amriel. Look, we're why is everyone waving?
No, Pat started it.
Yeah, Pat started it.
Do you have
raising his hand because he has a question?
Do you have something to say, young man?
When you say there's danger in the Forest of Thorns, what do you mean?
Well, he looks at the other guard. It's like, well, we were never really told how much information we're supposed to share and not share, were we? The other guard's like, well, I don't know. I was following your lead. Well, we're not exactly sure what's going on, but people are investigating and not coming back, and then we're finding these weird statues that... I mean, clearly there's some sort of, like, group of brigands that are... I don't know if it's a prank or something, or we're not entirely sure. But until we know further information, we are advising that people stay clear. Everyone's... So many questions.
Just copying. Like, sorry.
Yeah.
See people put their hands up and I feel like I'm missing out.
Do you have a question or do you want a high five? I can't believe I'm doing this. He gives you a high five. Oh, okay. Yep. All right.
Oh,
Thank you. Yes, please.
We heard that from a shopkeeper that people were going missing and then turning into statues. Is there anything to... Have a lot of people been going missing?
It's look, this is what we're trying to clarify right now and put the record straight, because there's a lot of talk about people turning into statues and stuff like, but we all know that is impossible. There's a lot of crazy things in the world, but I've never heard of anyone turning into a statue. Like, you hear old folks' tales of basilisks, medusas, and all that sort of thing, but they don't exist. They're all kid stories. It's just, I think there must be some sort of really pissed off stone merchant who is playing a prank or something. Like, this kind of stuff doesn't happen in this city, so look, until we know more, we're just saying try to ignore conjecture and rumor and just don't go there. We don't get paid enough to... Look, we've said our contractually obliged bit, so do what you want, but we advise you to listen to us.
Okay.
Sounds good. Thank you.
And what was that you said about the Queen?
Well, that's the thing that, the old wives' tale that's saying that the spirit of Queen Amriel is trying to find vengeance on those who wronged her from, those thousands of years ago. It's rubbish. Give me...
My kind of lady.
Connell, give me a quick history check. I'm saying Connell only because Connell's the only one that's technically native to this continent.
That is a 19.
A 19, okay. So you think about it for a second, and you have heard the name Queen Amriel before, and it's a story and an old wives' tale from the War of Fire, which was the previous age. So it's nearly 5,000 years ago that this apparently took place. And during the War of Fire, there was a war against a group of dragonborn soldiers called the Caramoon, who were unexplainably superpowered, essentially, and lay waste to a lot of the continent. And they attacked what used to be Berthy, which was a much bigger city, and the ruins of old Berthy are now scattered in the outskirts of the city, and they lead right back onto the Forest of Thorns. And the story always was that the king and queen of old Berthy, the queen being this Amriel, were dragged out of the city into the Forest of Thorns, were pulled into some old catacomb somewhere, and were brutally murdered by these invading Dragonborn as part of the war. And because she didn't receive the funeral rites the same as the king did, due to some ancient politics, people have always said that one day her spirit would come back for vengeance. That's what you get with a 19.
Old Berthy sounds like some kind of old cow. I love it.
I mean, she's got
Sorry.
a point, hasn't she? Shut up. Right, message delivered. I think it's time we got a drink in it. Yeah, all right.
I'm going to toss them both a gold coin. Like, thanks for your service.
Oh, thank you kindly. We never get tips, so thanks. Shall we go to the bar?
It'll pay for your drink.
Thank you kindly, sir. And they scuttle off to the bar and get themselves a pint of ale each.
So,
Yeah.
we're all going in the Forest Thorns, right?
Maybe?
Oh, hell yeah. Okay, cool.
Well,
Wow, Reese, I wasn't expecting you to be so on board.
Sorry, I was looking at one of my spells, and I'm like, I can do that. Anyway, DM.
Yes.
Not that I actually think I would know anything, but can I do a history check? A history check? Can I do some sort of check to see if I know about any creature that would do like petrifying shit? Because also I'm incredibly like sus, because no stonemaker is gonna go around and spend that much money and time just being angry.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Give me a nature check.
Nature check. These are terrible dice. Okay.
are they new
Hold on.
dice?
Hold on. No, they're not new dice.
Oh.
They're just being shit. It's fine. You said nature? That's a 9.
A 9. I mean, you've heard stories of like beasts that can do all sorts of terrible things. And when he said the names of, there was Basilisk and Medusa, like those names are familiar to you, but you think, and it's just stories when you were a child. Like you don't recall any specifically real creatures that can do that kind of thing. But then again, you never saw any dragons before you came to these lands, and you've seen 2 over the past few weeks.
Been 2 or 3.
2 or 3.
Insane. I don't know. And I'm just gonna like turn to the rest of them. I'm like, have you ever met a a mason, a stone carver that would just like go around making these immaculate statues out of spite?
Actually, could I like insight the guards a little bit? See if they're not like hiding something?
Yeah, give me an insight check.
$24.
24.
Damn.
With a 24, you get the... They haven't specifically hidden anything from you, per se. They certainly don't believe it. But you also get the overwhelming sense from them that they are not paid enough to care. Like, they are just doing their job. They were told to come out and tell everyone, and, you know, they just happened to have to stop into the tavern, so they were more bothered about getting it done so they could sneakily get a drink in while they're on duty.
A drink, you say?
Well, yeah, they've already got their pints of ale.
Oh, well, they don't want a shot of wild brew now. Oh, okay.
Let's not say we did.
Oh, it's so tempting now. Well, I think that if we do end up going in to, you know, the thorny place, want to make sure that we're well prepared. I mean, did we get everything we needed from the forest? Gee whiz, I'm obsessed with the place. Did we pick up everything from the market? We got ourselves some packed lunches.
I think so.
Right, okay, well, I'm in. It's just, I'd much prefer to be prepared. So,
Just gonna like start rummaging in my bag around to make sure that we've got some sort of like munchies, snacks,
Rations.
rations. Yeah, just kind of pulling things out, just kind of putting on the table and just
Yeah.
basically
I mean-
causing chaos a little bit.
You did a lot of shopping the previous day, so yeah, you'll have gotten all those like essentials and things.
So
Have you guys any way of like making fire? Just with going through the thorns, and it'd be good if you're able to like burn some of the brush out of the way. And maybe like
I
a
could
blade or two to
light fire.
get some punches.
oh, I would just need to think. Do
And
I?
torches.
I can just light fire. I can't sustain fire.
That could work, and then we could use that to light torches that kind of get the brush out of the way.
I
Yeah.
could also guiding bolt.
Just laser
Not
beam
that-
straight through them.
Not not that Reese would know like the term, but like I can do the laser thingy.
The
Reese is just
blasty
thinking. Reese is just thinking. I have 2 days worth of spell slots to burn through.
blast.
Reese doesn't even know that. No.
Frona, you're very in tune with nature. You'd be able to do something about the thorns if it gets too much for us, right?
Reckon so. I mean, I don't know. I was having a rethink last night and was kind of going through my doodles, and I completely forgot that I'd like doodled this, and just kind of it's a little bit of a spark comes in from her paw, just little flame, little like in her fingers, like produce flames. It's like I need to work on it. It's been a while, but yeah, I can get the scary plant things away.
Awesome, cool. Yeah, and if you guys have like blades, like I said, to chop some of the thicker stuff out of the way, we should be all good.
Been in this thorny place before, Connell?
I think I said I have.
What do we expect?
I think you've been through part of the forest, not specifically this part, the one closest to Berthy.
And there's an arc part.
Yeah, so when you travelled from Zundanarg to Merrinwind at the beginning of the campaign, you took the sort of northern route, which took you through the Huckleberry Forest, which is your alternate path to Zundanarg. That's the one that you know the best, as it's the one you travelled, 3-4 weeks ago. However long it's been in game, I can't quite recall off the top of my head. But yeah, you have journeyed through some of the Forest of Thorns.
Yeah, so I know a bit of it. It's a lot of like tall trees with like thick ivy branches with thorns sticking out of it, but we should be fine. Like, so long as we kind of band together, don't wander off, we'll be all good.
Like a buddy system.
Yeah.
I just kind of look up to Frike, like,
Right, is it alright if I buddy up with you today? I mean, well, you're not my size anymore, but I feel like you can protect.
Sure.
Well,
Although I'm kind of curious about the he mentioned the little wife's tale about the queen. I don't know. I've a suspicion that she might be buried somewhere in this forest. Like, it's pretty well secluded, so there could be some kind of, I don't know, curse or something to do with her in the forest. And who knows, maybe her ancient lost soul is the one behind turning people to stone.
I mean to be rude, Connell, but did something happen last night that now you're just kind of ideating?
This is who I've always been, Rhódania.
Maybe before I met you, but I think since what? I'm very confused.
For you see, this coming up with ideas, it doesn't just take the matter of oneself, it takes a matter of one's will. You have to be willing to fully embrace an idea.
Alright, smart arse.
With yourself.
Oh my god.
Lol.
He's always been a genius.
Right, if
Thank
he's
you.
such a genius, then maybe try and fix this sort of puzzle then, and just kind of I've been in during this conversation been putting the stuff back in my bag. I just kind of pull out the wee box that I've the little chest things. If you're so smart, then see and try and figure out this fucker. I'm just kind of pass well, not a pass. I'm just kind of chuck it in your direction. There you go.
Can I try and solve this puzzle, whatever it is?
Well, you previously unlocked it, didn't you? There was a message
Yeah.
inside. The message was in Draconic. Connell, do you speak Draconic?
I speak Primordial.
Okay.
Not so smart, are ya?
But
I could try to solve it.
there's something about the when you look at the text, Frike, you see it's like it magically moves and changes as you look at it, and suddenly forms common.
And what does it say?
It says just one word.
oh no.
It says achievement.
Oh.
Chief.
Rhódania, did you win an award?
I mean, not recently, I don't think, but why?
Solved it.
It says achievement.
Oh, it's nice. I've been having a bit of a bad time recently, haven't I? So yeah, it'd be quite nice to achieve something for once. Cool. All right. I don't know if that's a joke, but thanks.
Just gonna put it back in there, just like.
Unless you want it.
Congratulations on your reward.
I don't know what I won, but
You carefully
Yay.
took away in the bottom of your bag the tiny little randomly rolled joke that I thought was going to get solved in 10 minutes, but instead dragged on several sessions. A fun little achievement unlocked because you unlocked the box that says achievement in it.
Wait, is that really it?
We did it.
That's really it.
We did it.
It was a wild magic surge
Yeah.
that took this long. Plot development.
Hell
Achievement
yeah.
unlocked. Ding.
Literally.
I like wait, how do you know how to that what language?
It was in another language?
Hey,
Yeah, it
some,
just
like,
looks
weird
it just
scribble
looks common
stuff.
to you.
I thought it was common. Is it not that way for others?
Not common knowledge. No. No.
Just a quick question to everyone. Who has inspiration at the moment?
I have quite a lot, like, backed up, but
I think I have one.
He's saving them all.
I have, like, 4.
Fucking hell. I'm
I
too
have
generous.
one.
I forget I have them.
All right. I'm gonna probably
I'll
have to
try to
start
use them
saying that if you still have them by the end of the session, then you lose them. If they're gonna be backed up that much, because
No,
that's
I am intending to. I need to use them. And so I was like, oh shit. It's like after I do a shit roll and I forget that I've got it. But yeah, don't worry, I'll use it. I'm sorry, boss.
because you're only supposed to have one at a time, but I'm a bit more lenient.
I know. Can I give people my inspiration if anyone needs it?
Well, I asked because McClover has just asked in chat if everyone has inspiration. So
I can give Connell my one. I don't mind.
I mean, my inspiration box is ticked as well, so like, yeah, it's
Yeah.
and there's
least
another one for
one.
you.
thank you.
You know what you could do if you're really horrible? I don't know if this is a bad idea, but for any other inspiration that comes up, do a wild magic search.
I mean, I have other ideas, but we'll see when when it comes
True.
up.
I'm just cruel. Oh, and Reese.
Inspiration now. Okay.
Thanks, McClover.
Okay, so what would you like to do? The day is yours. You finished your breakfast. You've discussed plans.
Well,
Connell's gonna
okay.
pack up his shit and get ready to advance towards the forest.
Are we? Is that the plan? Are we done here and we're just gonna go to the forest?
Think
Have you
so.
any more business in time?
I'm gonna
On
take
our
the
way
time to
out.
make little pack lunches for everyone of like the scraps of food I've got in my bag. Just even if they're random things, just like a fish head for Frike, some muffins for Reese, and I'm not exactly sure what Connell might eat, so I reckon there's like half an eaten sandwich in the bottom of my bag. So
Brought to you by Subway.
Roshan's Rise Way.
Fresh.
Sway.
Hey,
Eat fresh.
I'll just kind of like hand the bags to each of them. Like,
There you go. Enjoy.
On our way out, we'll just stop at the silversmith one more time. You asked us to hydrate in the one moment that I don't have hydration.
Ah,
No, it's a dehydration.
quick, make a Constitution saving throw. That good, eh?
7.
7. Oh,
someone's gonna be parched for the rest of the session.
I'm never. I wish I had a dice jail. Here in
I have
Here
one.
in the bowl. It's in the timeout bowl. Anyway,
Excellent.
yes, that's that. If that's a plan.
All right. So you are intending on heading towards the Forest of Thorns, for which you've been explicitly warned not to go.
Shit.
I'm,
Gonna
I mean, back back.
sorry.
I was just gonna say, the two guys said they can't really stop us from going on, and yeah.
It's true.
Are we gonna sneak out or?
No, we're just gonna walk.
Yeah.
Okay.
The guards
can't
did say
stop
that
us.
they can't physically stop people from going. They're just advising it.
Okay.
There's very like interesting, strange politics within this city. If you spent like a extended period of time in it, you'd get to learn more about that. And it is, you know, we touched on it in the last campaign. It's a very interesting city.
Well, I'm ready to go when you are, guys.
Okay, let's do it. Let's go. And actually, let's not stop because I don't have the coin for it. So let's go.
All right.
What do you need?
Nothing. I have. Do I have? I have one. It's fine. It's fine.
If you need money, I've got money.
Do you have silver coins?
Let me check. Cause you're my pal. Where are they? Oh no, inventory. There we go. Well, I have gold. Get some gold.
I can't turn gold coins to silver powder. That's not how that works. So,
Oh, can you buy some?
well, yes, but I don't have the coin for it. So, like, but I have
coin.
enough. I have enough for one use, so it's
I'll
fine.
give you coins to buy silver powder.
Or is there like a change machine? Like that kind of
Is there an ATM?
like arcades and stuff. Is there a change machine? Because if there is, I'm
If-
gonna give
Then
them
you
some
break a
to do
gold.
that.
Look. For the sake of brevity, if you want to exchange your currency, then we can just do that.
Yeah.
We don't need to roleplay you trying to find like the fantasy equivalent of an ATM or like a tourist information center.
I will
Currency exchange.
give
Yeah.
4 gold.
There you go, friend. 4 gold. Keep the change.
Keep
Thank
the
you.
change, you
'Cause you're
filthy
my friend,
animals.
and I'm not trying to guilt trip you or anything into getting back.
How much do I need for that spell?
If you need more, let me
it's
know.
like, I think it's like 50 gold worth of
You
silver.
motherfucker.
I'm just
If
saying,
we'd
I
have
think
shared
it's
a
50
room
gold.
last night, then maybe.
Exactly.
Oh. No, it's just 25 gold pieces worth of powdered silver. Which, with that 4 gold, I have plenty.
All right, because I was gonna be like, I'm staring you down and be like, for fuck's sake, I will give you the 25. But if you're fine, then that's okay. I don't give you any.
So, on the way out, you just happen to find a place where you can exchange the money for silver powder.
Is that
So you can,
is it silver powder or silver powder?
I mean, depends which part of the town you go to.
Wait, what?
As you begin heading towards the gate out of town, the storm is pretty extensive. So you have
Oh
to
shit, that's right, it's raining.
put the
Oh, yeah.
put your hoods up and stuff. You guys have got hoods and stuff. You got cloaks, so. And the closer you get to the gate, you start to see, like, as you leave the city and you head off towards the forest, the pathway, you start to see a lot of these statues. And thank you, Pixie, for that perfectly timed. Who would you like
Oh,
this wild magic surge to affect, Pixie?
I'm scared.
I'm so
Do let us
scared.
know in the chat, because this is very well timed.
Oh no.
Let's have
We
a
wait
look
with
here.
bated breath.
We do indeed.
Your hair is delectable, Pat.
Thank you.
Wow.
Cool.
Roll
Double
for
face.
Stunning.
Roll for it. Okay. I'll
Lowest gets the roll.
Pixie. Oh no, we're going to do it that way. Okay, yeah, everyone rollies. So roll a d20.
13.
Okay.
13 as well.
Okay.
4.
4. 3. Oh. Okay.
These dice.
Question.
These
So-
fucking dice.
Bard table. That's the question.
So, yeah, clerical bard table.
Roll a d4. Odds is
I mean, some of them are really
Right.
good. So,
True.
Cleric or bard. Let's do bard because that's my main still right now.
okay, give me a d100.
Oh shit.
Chaos.
First D100 since we got back, guys. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ. 7.
Lucky
7?
number
You rolled a
D100.
You rolled a 7 on a
I
d100.
rolled a 7 on a D100.
All right, Caduceus.
Jesus Christ. Seriously.
All right. Let's have a look here.
Dimension Dragon.
Just have a bardic dragon just show up.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. Good to know. So, as
Sorry, friends, it's TPK.
as you, well, actually, first of all I'll say is, Reese, can you roll me a d4?
Somebody dies.
Watch, I'm gonna get like 2. No, I got a 4.
You got a 4. Okay, good to know. Thank you. So, you leave, Berthie. You know, the guards sort of watch you go, and you can sort of see that they're like, well, I don't think they're coming back, are they? They're not stopping you, they're just watching you go. Like, and you continue towards the forest, and there's a little bit of a clearing for about half an hour before you actually get to the forest. But along this path, there are statues dotted about. And the further you get, the more common they get. And as you go up to look at them, they are, like, if they are carved by some sketchy stone merchant, they are supremely intricately detailed.
Case in point. This is way too detailed for someone to just rage make these. And there's far too many.
What kind of races are we seeing among the statues?
Mostly humanoid. Thinking about it, it seems to be pretty much the same, like, more common races that you see within the city. And they all appear to be dressed like commoners.
So their attire is like normal villagers as opposed to like noble people or knights or anything like that?
At this point, villagers, yeah.
And they've no like weaponry, or is there any like signs of like restraint, or are they fighting it back against something, or is there fear? What kind of expressions are they giving off?
You look at some of them and, I mean, on all of them there seems to be a look of fear. But the way that some of them are placed, and unfortunately some of them have toppled over and smashed, but in a lot of them that you look at, you see that they look like they're running, and they have, if they are petrified, like you may suspect, they froze mid-run. Which would explain why some of them have toppled over and smashed.
Are they looking a certain direction, or are they running away from a certain direction? Like, is there like a similar pattern among them all?
All heading towards the city.
Burn.
Towards
Berthie?
Birth. Yes. Away from the forest.
And is this like the only clear path to Zundanark, the direction we're going?
It's not the only path to Zundanark now.
Well, like, in this forest, is this the only path?
Well, you don't know. So you've only been through a different part of the forest, so you wouldn't know.
This is kind of creepy.
I don't like it.
I'm just gonna
Keep your wits
clutch
about you
myself to
guys.
strike.
What was that?
I'm just saying I'm gonna clutch myself to frike.
Yeah.
Well, let's just be careful. Seems like we're already outside of the city anyway, so.
So, for the next 30 minutes, you continue on the path. The Forest of Thorns gets closer and closer. And as it does, you start to see, much like Connell described, spinning and spiraling branches filled with thorns. But there is a pathway leading in ahead of you still. As you arrive at the entrance to the forest, we're going to take our 5-minute break.
Yes, we are.
So, friends, do stick around. Enjoy the wonderful art reel on the break screen, done by our wonderful Earth Genasi Rune Knight Fighter Boy, Cartoons. And we'll see you in 5 minutes to find out what the fuck is up with that. See you shortly.
You're eyeing up your hair while I'm eyeing up mine.
And with that, welcome back, friends.
Hello. We're not being yeah. Whatever.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are.
Yeah, we are.
Totally
Yeah.
normal.
Absolutely. It's par for
We're
the
cats.
course.
What do you expect?
So, friends, welcome to the Forest of Thorns. First of all, can I get a marching order from you guys?
Connell's taking the front.
Okay.
Frank would be behind Connell, with I guess Rhódania clutching to her arm.
So, Fronel.
Yep.
Which puts...
Yeah, Reese
I'm
would be at the back.
Okay.
Reese will bring up the back.
How do we wish to proceed into the forest?
Connell is gonna kind of look back towards everyone and says, he kind of gives them like a reassuring smile, and he's like, "Don't worry, guys, we've got this." As he casts Pass Without Trace.
Oh.
You have Pass Without Trace?
I sure do.
It's
I
funny,
think
me
it's-
and me and Bridget were talking about that in the break. I was like, I'm trying
Yeah.
to find out.
So I think it's one of my things, because I'm a Earth Genasi, I get access to
That is
that.
correct.
The ability is called Merge with Stone, but
That's it.
he's basically like using his innate ability to become one with the stone. He's like keeping low down to the ground, and he's marching through with his crew. So
Okay.
he is intending on trying to stealthily walk through this forest with his pals.
So that's concentration spell, and it's for up to an hour.
Fuck, sure it is. It sure is.
So do make note of that, and it lasts for an hour. So, I assume you're proceeding stealthily. In that case, can I get a group stealth check? And with Passes Without a Trace, you get a plus 10 added onto your bonus. So it's d20 plus your stealth plus 10.
I got a 17.
17?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
24.
24.
I rolled a 5.
Outroll it. Oh. What's your stealth then?
So,
My stealth is at 9. Plus 9.
Sneaky
the
cat.
plus 10 to modifier, then that is a 12 plus 15.
Oof. Nice. Okay. Pretty good. You feel confident that you are stealthily working your way through the forest. So you continue following the path, and Connell, give me a survival check as well, just to see, since you're leading the group.
God damn it.
I will give you advantage on it because you have, while you haven't been in this part of the forest before, you have been in another part of the forest, so you know what to expect with the plant life and stuff.
Thank you for advantage. That is 17.
17, okay. So, I'm imagining torch in one hand, because underneath the tree line it is quite dark here, despite the fact that it's not even midday yet. So torch in one hand, blade in the other hand, cutting your way through the overgrown path. I'd just like to ask as well, Rhódania, I think this is the first time since the adventure began that you've been in a forest. This is not like a forest you've been in before. How is Rhódania feeling right now?
She's not a fan of it. It's a bit too dark and less Disney princess than than her home forest is. I feel like she's constantly trying to looking around for any sort of like other animals around. Because that's to her what a forest is. It's just a nice little like meadowy kind of la sparkly shit.
You can make a perception check if you want to see if you can see any wildlife.
Okay. That'll be a 12.
A 12. You spend quite a lot of time on the journey looking around, studying, trying to see, and you don't really see anything, and you're not sure if it's because there's nothing there or just how unnerved you are by being in this sort of dark forest that really does not feel like home to you. It does sort of make the hair on the back of your neck stand up a little bit.
I'm just gonna clutch at Frike even harder, just tugging at her clothes, just like.
I don't like it here.
So
Going to be alright.
you continue down the path, and it stays eerily quiet for the most part. Half an hour passes. The path continues on. 45 minutes pass. An hour passes. Still continues on. Pass Without a Trace would run out at this point. But so
How
far there
dark
has
is
been... Underneath the tree line it is quite dark, just because of how overgrown this forest is. It's dark enough that would warrant you having torches lit.
I'll pull out my rapier. My
Ah,
moon-touched rapier. I cast bright light for 15 for a 15-foot radius, and dim light for an additional 15 feet.
Are there
this is
any
the first
other-
time. This is the first time the group sees this rapier
Second time.
properly. Well, it's not. I don't think it's been properly
saw
lit
it.
like this before.
Oh.
But not in the dark, where you
Oh.
actually get to see the proper moonlight glow from it.
Proper shiny
So
shit.
it's quite beautiful.
Proper shiny shit indeed.
Yes,
Mhm.
that's the next T-shirt. Proper shiny shit.
Are there any more of the statues kicking about?
Very good question. The deeper into the forest you go, the more frequent they come. And as you look at them, you see that every now and again, there now does seem to be statues that resemble the guards. Other sort of people in adventurers' clothes, some merchants. There had been mention from the guards that some people had tried to investigate and they hadn't returned. Other adventurers, perhaps. These would resemble something like that.
I'd like. Oh, okay.
Sorry, got in front.
I was gonna say I'd like to detect. Oh wait a minute. But it's blocked by 1 foot. Oh, I don't. No, I might be able to work with that. I was gonna see if I could use detect magic on the closest statue we see, or just any particular statues in.
You want to cast detect
range.
magic?
Yeah.
Okay. You do detect traces of magic in the statues. Let me just quickly Google what the School of Magic is, because you do also learn that using detect magic. I don't know off the top of my head. Transmutation.
These are a bit transmuted, guys. I don't. It feels a bit fishy. I feel like they've been changed into that. I don't like. I don't like this.
Just kind of like I'll just scurry back to Frike.
Seeing the ground, like where the statues are standing, like has the grass been like turned partially to stone, like from where they're stood?
No, the wildlife, the plant life around you seems unaffected.
No. So like, say like a statue standing like this, is the grass where their feet touch the ground, has that been affected, or is it completely?
No.
Okay.
Just the statue itself.
And are they still facing towards the general direction of Zindanarg, or are they running from that direction, or is there like
they're
a
all
new angle?
No, they're all still heading towards Berthy, away from the interior of the forest.
Yeah.
So I know when you asked me to do a perception roll, obviously I was looking for like other animals and that.
Mm-hmm.
Is it possible that I could do another roll to see if there's anything other than animals that could potentially be watching us?
Of course, yeah. Give me another perception check.
Could I do that as well?
Yeah. So you're looking to see if anything's watching you.
A dirty 21.
Dirty 21.
18.
I like to say
18.
dirty tonight.
Okay. So you take a good look around. You don't feel like you're being watched at the moment. There's nothing that catches your eye in that regard. I'll say with the 21 for Rhódania, you do see the path ahead. There looks to be some sort of structure coming up.
There's a
Off in the
structure coming up
distance.
in the distance.
Hey guys, what's that?
What does it look like?
I know, a big structure in the distance.
Is it also made of stone?
I don't know. Is it made out of stone?
It's difficult to tell from this distance. You'd have to get a bit closer.
I think we might have to get a bit closer, guys.
All right. Well,
But I'm still clutching very tightly to Frike.
Okay.
well,
Still
I'd ever so
follow up.
closer. Just remember, guys, roll 28 as Connell, like, inches closer to this structure.
Alright. Are you continuing stealthily? Because you will have to make a new stealth check now that Pass Without a Trace has expired.
Yes, sir.
Ooh, yeah.
So this is without the plus 10.
Sorry, what? Let's do a stealth check.
New stealth check without the plus 10.
15.
15, 17.
7.
7.
This is where I use my inspiration.
Yes, this is where I use my inspiration.
Yeah, use yours.
Okay.
Oh wow, that fucking polar opposite.
6.
I rolled in that one. Inspiration gave me a nat 20.
Oh shit. Okay.
Very
Guys,
good.
My
if you've got the
inspiration till I get a
emotes,
good roll.
a 20 and a nat
Oh,
1.
man, not 20.
Okay, no, that's good. Nat 20 is useful. Okay. So you creep ever closer to the structure, and it looks like it's set into like a raised bit of earth, and it's like a stone doorway with steps leading down into darkness. Now you do recall when the guards were mentioning about this old wives' tale that there was something about a catacombs. Or catacombs. I don't know how you pronounce that word.
Go on, Scone.
How invested are we in this? Do we just want to make our way to Zundanarg, or do we want to go down?
I don't know, I'm just being a big scaredy cat today. Just like, I don't know.
Well, we haven't been quested to figure out what's going on with all these statues. Our main objective is to get through this forest safely.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to put you guys' life in danger by venturing into this place.
Oh,
But
don't worry
also-
about it. We
Well, I was
don't
gonna
have
say,
health
but
potions, but we have me.
Yeah. I was going to say, and also potentially if we do try and go out through the forest without figuring out this mystery thing with the statues, as much as I hate saying it, you know, we might end up getting into trouble either way. If you know what I mean.
So we snuff the problem out by the source, as opposed to waiting for it to come to us.
Yeah. I mean, I think either way
Yeah.
would help, but yeah.
Damned if you do. If you...
Okay, I mean, what do we know about it? That's only some weird force that's coming in and possibly petrifying people.
Is there anything written on the doors of the catacombs?
No.
No.
No
Okay.
inscriptions, nothing of the sort.
Damn it.
Can I tell the party basically what Connell knows about this thing from my previous history check?
Yeah, sure. I'd assumed you already had, but you can go through that now.
Can you do that for me, please, DM?
Can you not remember?
Yeah. So
Can
you
be Connell for a brief second?
well, you see, guys. Yeah. So Connell explains the old wives' tale from the perspective that he learned it years ago about the king and queen of Old Berthy being dragged out during the War of Fire, dragged out of the city into the forest, taken to some sort of catacombs or somewhere within this forest, and sacrificed by the Dragonborn warriors of the Caramoon that were invading the whole continent at the time. And the thing that has got everyone spreading rumours about it is basically that it was always said that the king was recovered and was given proper funeral rites, but the queen never was, due to some unknown at this time political nonsense. The specifics of that was lost to time. So the king was recovered, the queen never was. Which has led to people nowadays saying, oh, it's the spirit of the queen, vengeance upon those who wronged her, and blah blah blah.
And so, yeah, this is probably where the queen was left after all that happened, potentially.
In all stories and songs, there's a thread of truth. What part do you think is true? Do you think it's purely because she wasn't given funerary rites? Or do you think it's something else?
Maybe she has something. Maybe it's what I said earlier. Maybe it could be like some kind of curse. She's got some unfinished business that she has to solve, or
Her
who
spirit
knows?
may not be able to move on.
This might be asking a lot of you, Reese, but is that something you're able to help with by communing with the goddess?
The child?
I can do the ceremony for funerary rites, yes. I obviously never done it, but with what the goddess has told me and through her, I guess I would be able to.
Okay, should we find Queen Amriel? That's something we could do, and hopefully she's able to lift the curse on the forest. Otherwise, and Connor looks at Frank and is just like, you could just punch and steal her soul. That's another avenue.
If it comes to that.
Right.
Let's hope not.
That she's a nice spirit, and we don't have to come to that.
He may
I'd rather
just...
get out of here sooner rather than later.
Right. He may just want to move on.
So we're in
All right.
this.
Yep. So before we go in, everybody, watch each other 6. Make sure you look out for the little one, and if there's any big danger, just get behind me.
Boss.
Okay. So, continue with the same marching order, I assume, and with those new stealth checks, you venture inward. You go down the stone steps, and the first thing you notice, obviously, finally being out of the rain, it's nice. You know, you have to brush off your fur a little bit if you've got fur. And it is quite dark, but you do have your torches and you have your moonlight rapier. And you go down these stone steps. They don't go particularly far, but then there's just a long stone corridor. And in this corridor, as with outside, there is stone statues. Quite a lot, and for the first time you see some facing in a different direction. You see some standing the opposite direction, heading down the path that you are travelling, standing in defensive positions. Soldiers, bandits, even villagers with like farming tools. After about maybe 10 minutes travel, there's some stone steps that head up. And you can see little bits of light gleaming through from where the steps lead up to.
As we're walking through, has there been any text, any... If it's catacombs, I'm expecting like tombs or things like that.
Make a perception check.
16 plus 4, dirty 20.
Dirty 20. There's not been much in the way of texts. You do, on occasion, see iconography carved into the stone. Not anything that you've seen before, but lots of geometric shapes all intertwined on this particular one that shows up every now and again. Kind of resembles almost like a constellation in some sort. The kind of thing that Bob would be probably very much into. Unfortunately, Bob is not joining you on this current adventure. There's no text, nothing different, but this kind of feels along the lines of what was described, like it could be leading towards a catacombs of sorts. But these steps lead up ahead of you. I assume you continue on? Okay. So you carefully navigate up the steps. And they open up into a very large room. And the first thing that you notice is that the room is populated with hundreds of statues. Very reminiscent, if any of you in real life have seen pictures of the terracotta armies. And around the outside you see, again, people, statues that look like they're frozen in time, being defensive, attacking. But all the ones in the centre of the room, spanning for most of the room, are all just stood to attention. And they all seem to be quite a bit taller than the average humanoid. But resemble humanoids nonetheless, from what you can see from this distance, at the outskirts of the room. I'd like everyone to give me a perception check.
Dirty 20 again.
Inspiration. 21.
I'll
21.
be using my inspiration again. Yeah, it's a little bit better. That is a 16.
16.
Okay. So I used my inspiration because I rolled really low. So this roll is
Ooh, nat 20 from Phantom in the chat.
Hey.
22.
22, okay. Very good. DC for this was 16, so you've all passed. But while you don't see anything in this room, you do hear something. Very faint. Coming from somewhere within this field of statues, almost. It sounds like a young woman crying.
I don't trust it.
What would you like to do?
I don't trust it.
I will leave the group and I'll walk towards it.
Okay.
Just cautiously with a sword behind me.
Okay.
Frank
I
might
cast guidance
say,
on you.
You cast guidance. Okay, so you've got a D4.
Frank might call out Amriel.
You call out. Okay.
Mm.
You hear your voice echo on the stone walls. No response. But the sobbing continues. No louder, no quieter, just as it was. What's the rest of you doing?
Freaking the shit out. Both Myra and Rhódania.
Connell's gonna keep one hand on his like sword, just to draw if needed. But he's gonna have his shield in the other hand, just like kind of like approaching with Reese.
Okay. Fronia? Are you going with them or are you staying with Frike?
I'm staying with Frike, but I'm gonna have my claws ready with Primal Savagery, just in
Okay,
case.
so you're holding your action with Primal Savagery. Okay.
Yeah.
And Frike, are you staying put or are you heading further in with your comrades?
Heading further in, but also readying an action to bless the Raven Queen, just in case.
Okay, cool.
I suppose I'll be dragged along.
So,
Going on a trip.
over the course of the next few moments, you all slowly, silently make your way deeper into the room. It's silent other than this distant sobbing. Drops of water from the rain outside in the distance. The silent, almost silent sound of your muffled footsteps as you creep closer in. And as you're going further in, you get a good look now at these tall statues in the center of the room standing to attention. They look old, ancient, humanoid, but abnormally tall, in very regal armor, but entirely made of stone. Reese, since... Go ahead. No, go ahead.
So I was gonna ask, I know you said that they're humanoid. There's any way of telling what race they are?
They all appear to be human, from what you can tell. Reese, since you went in first, you get closer, and the sobbing does seem to get louder, and in the distance, towards the very center of the room, you see a similar ambient glow to the one coming off your rapier.
Should have tested this earlier. It's fine. Okay. I will continue sneaking closer.
Okay.
Hello? Are you okay? It's like, I don't see her, I just see a glow. Or see them, because I don't know if it's actually her.
Much like before, you hear your voice echoing off the walls. No response. You continue to get closer. Your friend's behind you. Would you say you're right behind him? Are you keeping a distance, or are you spreading out? Would you say?
Spreading out.
Okay.
Kind of surround.
I'll take a leap of courage. I'll spread out as well.
Okay. You hear the wind pick up slightly outside. You look up towards the roof where the beams of light are coming through. Where just outside you can see the trees blowing in the wind. And for a second, there's a strong gust of wind. and the tree line covers the hole, just for a second. Most of the light in the room vanishes as it does. Thankfully, not all the light, as there are torches and there is a moonlit rapier. But it's eerily dark, just for that split second. And just before the light beams back in again, the sobbing stops. And as it does, and the light streams back into the room, the first thing you all notice is that all the statues around you are now looking directly at you and have turned.
No, not fucking sleeping angels.
Sleeping angels. Jinx.
I was hoping this wouldn't be the case. Why are you so fucking cruel?
And in the center of the room, floating in the air, you see a spectral form of stone, given life. Female form. Stone tears dripping from the eyes. And in a flash of moonlight, launches for Reese.
Okay.
24 to hit.
No, that doesn't hit. Not at all. Yes. Of course that hits.
Okay. Let me get my dice. Okay. So you take 9 points of necrotic damage as this spectral form lashes its elongated fingers around your neck and squeezes tight. You feel like your essence being drained as it does, and then it lets go and pushes you back. So 9 points of necrotic damage. And do make a note of the fact that until your next long rest, your maximum hit points have been reduced by 9.
For sure. Bet. Okay.
At this point, let's go ahead and roll initiative.
15.
Sideways.
15 for Frike.
I always have such bad luck on initiative. I've rolled a 7.
You've got inspirations, haven't you?
I do.
Oh, Connell, well done.
17. Okay.
I've used so much inspiration today. God.
Good.
Oh my God,
You need to.
dirty 20 on initiative.
Dirty 20, nice.
Cheeky.
Reese?
7.
7. Okay. Okay. Top of the round with the dirty 20, Connell. You're about maybe
Right.
20 feet away from where this has happened. The path is not clear as there are all these big statues around you.
Do they look like they're ready to aggro at any time?
They look like they're just looking at you at the moment. It's difficult to tell what their deal is, shall we say.
Right, okay. Well, if it's taken me 20 feet to get to Reese, Connell's just gonna... He's gonna draw his sword and just, like, kind of, like, run past the crowd to try and, he's using his, like, shield to kind of, like, maneuver himself, and he's gonna run towards the specter and give a big old swing of the sword.
Okay. Go for it.
18 to hit.
18. Meets it, beats it.
Rad. Let's see. That is 7 plus for 11 points of slashing damage.
11 points
And
slashing.
as he brings down the sword, he's gonna go with a left hook with the shield, using Tavern Brawler as it's gonna be an improvised weapon.
Uh-huh.
That's only a 10. That doesn't do it.
Okay.
But you said like she kind of pushed Reese back. Connell's gonna try and like strafe in the way and kind of like shield up, sword back, kind of between, if it's possible, between Reese and
Yeah, is 30 your movement?
Queen Bitch. Sorry?
Your movement speed, is it 30?
30, yeah.
Yeah, so 20 to get to her and then 10 to do that. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So it's Reese, me, Queen Bitch. That's us.
Okay. Queen bitch. Like it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Finishing your turn. Feronia,
I'm gonna go starry and shit.
you're going to go into your star form, you say? So, please describe for our lovely audience what we see as Feronia takes her star form.
Reaches up to the sky, sparkly. Sorry, I'm getting so giggly with this. Her clothes go sparkly and shit, and as she transforms into a shiny, sparkly girl, reminiscent of Sailor Moon. You know, little outfit and everything. It's like, and I'm gonna stop you.
Amazing. So yeah, much like a Sailor Moon princess, Princess Feronia unleashes her star form. Okay, you take your star form. Now we go back to the terrifying music.
And with that, I am going to cast. Oh, no, I can't cast anything. So just wait. I can, can't I? Because that's technically a bonus action. I am going to. Oh God, I had. Where is it? Here we go. I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt at the bitch.
Okay. You cast Guiding Bolt.
Pew pew. Does 18 hits.
18 is its AC?
Cool. I didn't have my d6 prepared because I was thinking it wouldn't hit. Okay, so that's 2. Oh, 14 of radiant damage.
14 radiant damage. Excellent. Let me just check something real quick here. Yeah, cool. So the starry Princess Feronia unleashes this guiding bolt, which slams into the chest of this spectral statue lady. It takes the blow. It looks like it was effective.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't react. Her eyes are fixed on Reese right now.
Okay. Oh. Can I hide behind one of the statues? Is kind of my to end with.
You can move behind a statue.
Yeah, I'm gonna move behind, probably the closest statue behind Reese as I can, as I physically can. I don't know how much feet difference there is, but I'm gonna try and get as close to Reese as possible.
Give me a stealth check.
Okay. That would be a 12.
Okay. You feel confident that you're hidden behind the statue?
Doesn't help that I'm all glowy and shit, but yeah.
No. Okay. Is that it for your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. And now it is the turn of Amriel, the grieving queen.
Oh.
So her eyes continue to be fixed upon Reese, being shielded by Connell. She doesn't speak, she just starts like screaming, crying, that haunting wailing. As she lunges forward, Connell's in the way of her prey, so she's going to make 2 attacks against Connell. The first one is a bite. She goes to bite into you with the first attack. What is that? That is not great. That is only a 13 to hit with the bite.
Bats her fucking face out of the way. Get out of my face.
Okay. And as you batter across the way, she swings an arm for a claw attack. Oh, that's better. That is a 25 to hit.
No, he bats her away again.
Nice.
But he chooses to take the damage.
No, that's very nice of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, that deals you 7 points of slashing damage.
10?
7.
7.
Yes. You can take 10 if you want.
I'm not feeling generous anymore.
No? Okay, that's fine.
Nah.
Not generosity, eh?
And yeah, she's still staring at Reese, screaming at him. Which does it for her turn. Frike!
Okay. So Rhódania, Reese, Connell, Queen Bitch. Instead of Raven Queen, she will just use her movement to run up, whip out the vicious battle axe.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I have something else for this. Hold, please. I would like to spend a key point to make a key field attack so that I may make another attack as a bonus action on my turn.
Okay.
And I will roll the battle axe. Woohoo! Dirty 20 to hit.
Dirty 20 hits.
Yeah. Alright, that is... Okay, 7 points of slashing, I believe.
Okay.
Slashing. And then for my extra attack... that's not great. 12?
12. So you slash with this vicious axe right into the chest of the creature. It does not react. You pull back and you swing again as she just... Go on.
Can I say that, like, she used her movement to run up behind her so that she's being flanked? Because we're in a sandwich order.
Yeah, sure.
Sandwich.
Okay. So
Okay.
with the second attack, with you being behind her, without even looking at you, still looking at Reese, she just lifts her hand up and she catches the axe and pushes it away.
Did she just take it from me?
No, she didn't take it from you. She just pushed it back,
Oh, okay.
palmed it
Okay.
away, basically, but she caught it first without even looking.
Alright. That's my turn.
All right. Reese.
She's still screaming at me, obviously.
Yes.
Okay. So, kind of changing from the kind of cautious demeanor of like, okay, I'm gonna, like, try to be nice to this person. Absolutely not. Reese is going to scream back, raise the rapier, and you see this spark of energy from his amulet go up towards the sword, and he's going to channel divinity to turn undead.
Okay.
Master sword situation, man.
Yeah.
I love
And he's screaming back.
it. Skyward sword.
So,
May the body of Christ compel you.
is there a wisdom save for that?
Yes, that's a wisdom save.
Okay. Wisdom. Ooh, that's a natural 3. So
Well, so she cannot move.
she has to move
towards
away
me.
from you. Oh, she
has to
can't.
move
She
away
can't.
from me.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
Or she can move laterally, but she can't move towards. For 1 minute, she cannot take reactions.
Okay.
For its action, it can only use the dash action or try to escape from an effect that prevents it from moving. If there's nowhere to move, the creature can use the dodge action.
Okay. Excellent.
It is turned for 1 minute or until it takes damage.
Until it takes damage. That is very good to know.
Thank you for letting us know that.
Hey, you're welcome.
Avoid her.
And with the with my rapier up and I'm still screaming, I'm going to take out the small silvered mirror and I'm going to tap Connell in front of me and I'm going to cast Sanctuary
Okay.
as a bonus action.
Interesting.
So Sanctuary, Connell is now warded within range against attack. Excuse me. Until the spell ends, any creature who targets the warded creature with an attack or harmful spell must first make a Wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature must choose a new target or lose the attack or spell. The spell doesn't protect the warded creature from area effects such as explosion of a fireball.
Good to know. All right. That finish your turn?
Yeah, that finishes my turn. I'm just
Okay.
still screaming at her.
So, at the top of the round, we have the lair action.
Oh shit.
As once again, for a split second, well, maybe more than a split second, the light leading into the room is blocked once again. When the light flashes back in the room, all the other statues in the room are now facing towards the group, and arms lifted up in the air, and have all taken a step forward. Connell, what would you like to do?
How many statues are there?
You would estimate, as a ballpark figure, at least 100.
Rookie numbers. Kind of after Reese's channel divinity and like seeing the spectre kind of like freeze and stuff at the blinding light. Connell is just gonna ready an attack. Should she move any closer to us, that is when he's gonna swing his blade.
Okay, if she moves closer.
I know it's counterproductive to what the thing does, but if she is no longer being violent towards us as because of the channel divinity, he's gonna hold out until something happens.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah.
All right, Rhódania.
Okay, so this is probably going to be a really bad idea, but that makes it more fun.
They're the best ideas.
I am going to come out from behind one of the statues, because obviously they're facing us and I want to keep away from them. I'm going to stare down the bitch and cast Moonbeam at 3rd level at her.
3rd level Moonbeam. Okay.
Yeah.
So that
So-
takes effect at the start of its turn, if I'm not mistaken. Let me double check that. Because this is the one that always used to get used against me, and I should have memorized it. I never did. I'm going to get it right this time. It's fine, because this is not a campaign all about shape changes like it was before. I'm not salty about that at all. Yes, so when a creature enters
at
the
all.
spell's area for the first time on a turn, or it starts its turn there. Yeah, okay. So that will take effect when it starts its next turn.
Cool. All right.
So yeah, you are. Your starry form is not. It's an ability. It's not concentration based, is it?
No, it's
No.
it's Phasma's ability. Yeah.
Okay. So Moonbeam is. So keep that in mind that you're now concentrating on Moonbeam.
Oh.
Okay. Anything else?
I am going to trying to think. Just trying to think what else I can do. So technically, I've moved from out of hiding, only like a couple of feet.
Yeah.
I've
You
used a
don't. You.
spell.
Mhm.
I'm not going to do anything else. I don't
Okay.
think I can do anything else. So.
No problem.
Oh, actually, can I use as a I can't use my archer as a bonus action, can I?
Let me check for you. Where is it? Starry form. Starry form archer bonus action.
Oh, I'm going to use that at the bitch.
Okay.
Does a 24 hit?
24 definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. D8 plus 4, so that's a 10.
10 points of damage. Okay.
Medium double.
All right. Lands directly into the chest. It is now Amriel's turn, who has now been damaged, so the turn undead fades. So
Kidding.
no longer interrupted. She's gonna lash out at Connell.
She activates my triumph card, bitch.
Yeah, she does.
Uno.
So
Who knows?
go for it.
And Sanctuary.
12.
Oh yeah,
plus-
Moonbeam.
Oh yeah, moonbeam.
Oh yes, please roll your damage for Moonbeam as the beam comes in from that soul column of light.
Okay, so oh god, where's my? I had them ready. So D10.
2d10s.
10.
Oh, I need to make a
third
con
level.
save first.
So it's 3d10s.
Okay, I'll make a con save. 19 on the con save, so it'll be half damage.
Fucking hell. Okay, yeah. So 9, 7, 16. That'll be 25. No, wait. 25, yeah.
25 half to 12.
Oh, yeah, 12.
Yeah, I was gonna say if that's halved.
Math
Damn
is
it.
good in my brain.
She also needs to make a wisdom saving throw because of Sanctuary. And
Okay.
she's attacking Connell.
Hang on. Wisdom modifier 25.
Okay, she's fine.
So you got a natural 19.
She takes 5 points of slashing damage from Connell as she lunges towards him.
Okay, cool. So she lunges out and attempts to grab Connell by the neck. That is an 18 to hit.
Bats her the fuck away, bitch. There's already someone after my neck, and it ain't you.
What's your AC?
Higher than that.
Oh shit. Oh, you got that shield, haven't you? Okay. Yeah, so you bat her out of the way. It's a good job you did as well.
Oh yeah.
Okay. That brings us to Frike.
Alright, so if it ain't broke, but also spend another key point. to take flurry of blows.
Okay.
Okay. X. Fucking hell, that's an 11. Alright, let me roll my unarmed. My D&D Beyond is acting up.
It's all good.
2 unarmed strikes. Oh, that's good. Alright. Why? That was 2 8s in a row. Everything misses. Everything is not awesome. That's my fucking turn.
Okay, so as the turn undead has been nullified, she moves with an alarmingly increased maneuverability as she dodges your onslaught of attacks. Reese, back to you.
I'm eating a muffin. Hold on.
That's fine. I will endorse that on this channel.
I don't even know what flavor it is. This is some limited time only flavor. It's good.
It's muffin flavor.
It's muffin flavor. Okay. Seeing that's nullified, looking around to the things, and then looking back up at the queen. How far away is the queen?
From you, only about 10 feet.
Oh shit, she close.
She close.
I cast Crown of Madness on her.
Okay.
I don't know if it's going to work because I don't know if she's a humanoid.
Let me just have a quick look.
She used to be.
She used to, exactly. That's my thinking.
Okay. You cast the spell. You see the crown appear around her head and shatter, as it seems to have no effect. Immune to being charmed, I'm afraid.
Immune to being charmed. What a bitch.
It's almost like I did my homework this time, guys.
Listen, I was ready to pull out all stops, and you come in here. Okay. No, I'm kidding.
ASMR TPK.
Tell me your dark thoughts, guys.
Oh man, that was
Fucking murder all of you.
You batch.
Deceive fucking try.
For context, before the stream started, we were joking about doing an ASMR one-shot where we all did ASMR for the entire thing.
Let's not do that.
No, let's not.
Let's not.
Continuing on.
Okay. Where's Rhódania? Does Rhódania look...
Fronia's
like she's
about maybe
handling herself?
10 feet behind you. She's just peered out from behind one of the statues.
Okay. Is there a place outside of the statues, maybe up, that I can like climb to?
Not within your movement range, I would have thought.
Well,
You take a quick look around, and it doesn't look to be like any higher platforms or anything. It's just a large room.
it's just a large room.
Yeah.
So there's like, even outside my range, there's like nothing.
Not that you can see.
What about the really big statues that are in front of us? Right? There's 2 really tall statues.
No, there's over 100 very tall statues around you.
Oh. Oh, I was imagining like 2 like ridiculously big ones and then everything else below us. Okay, moving on. Never mind.
It's like being stood in the middle of the terracotta soldiers in that fancy tomb in the real world. It's like that's your battle map for theatre of the mind purposes.
Reese, really? I climb on top of one, and that's my movement, and I will end my turn.
Okay.
Like, stand on top of one of the statues.
Okay. Brings us back to the top of the round. The light does not fade this time, as it is obstructed by a moonbeam.
Yeah, it is.
So no movement this round from the large statues. Bringing us back to Connell.
Okay. First, same as the second first, same as the first. Connell is going to go with a punch strike. 11 plus 7 is 18, that hits.
That hits.
And that does, oh, love to see it, that does 12 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
He brings around a second attack, and that's a 19 plus the stuff. That hits.
Yep.
Oh, that's only 5 damage this time.
Okay.
But and as he swipes the sword through the second time, you see like the fiery change kind of like wrap around and kind of like lash around this bitch's neck as he activates his flame rune. That is an extra 2. It's been a while since I played Con 2d6 fire damage, so it's 3 and 4, so that is 7 points of fire damage.
Okay.
And I need Wicked Witch of the West to make me a strength saving throw, please.
Strength saving throw. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Interesting. Strength. That is a 15.
She beat it. That's a save. She isn't
Alright.
shackled.
No worries. That brings us to Rhódania. She's starting to look a little like a bit less incorporeal.
Oh, interesting.
Not looking as good as she did before.
So just a quick question. I know that obviously Moonbeam's a concentration spell and lasts up to 1 minute. So would I potentially be able to cast it again so then it's ready for the next shot, or would you not allow that?
While
it's just there.
Yeah, while it's there, you
Yeah.
can control it, so you can use your action to move it if you want to, or anything like that. You just maintain control of Moonbeam.
That's fine. That's good then. In that case, I'll do what I was going to do then. I am going to cast Guiding Bolt at her.
Okay.
So might be good if I got my d20 ready. Nat 20. So 27.
Natural 20. So,
Hell yeah.
what level are you casting it at?
I'm casting it at, I think it was level 2 because I've got limited level 3. So yeah, level 2.
Okay, so what's the damage roll on that? So what's the dice?
So it's 5d6.
So
I've never done a nat 20 hit before, so.
So roll 5d6 and add 30. Max damage plus a normal roll of the dice without the modifier.
You know
So-
what? I'm gonna get some.
Wait,
some more-
there's a modifier on that as well, isn't there?
Is there?
Is it just 5d6 or is it 5d6 plus something?
It's just 5d6.
Okay, that's fine. So yeah,
'Cause my
so
attack is plus 7. So.
yeah, so 5d6 plus 30.
Sorry, I've just got to get some more d6. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's use my Dara one as well. Okay, so. Oh shit! Don't fall. So So 9. 16 plus 30, so 46.
Okay.
Yes.
Faster, kitty.
Let's go.
And then, as my bonus action, because I'm not going to move or anything, I'm going to use my archer
Okay.
on her.
Go ahead and roll.
10.
10 misses, unfortunately.
Damn, can only be so lucky.
Dang it.
Okay. Well, that did some damage.
Well, actually, I will move. I'm going to move a little bit closer, just like a hop
But-
over to...
Please roll your archer attack again, because as pointed out by our dear friend Sneaky Rogue Thief, Guiding Bolt gives advantage on the next attack.
Oh.
So, try again.
Yes.
I love you. I love you. That's a dirty 20. Where's my D8 gone? Wait, no, that's not my D8. That's not my D8. Where's it gone? There we go. 6.
6.
That's including my modifier on it.
Okay. She looking real rough.
I'm just gonna shout. Who wants to finish her off?
She said,
Well,
Hey,
brings us to her turn. Let's have a look here. Which of these do we want to do? 'Cause she's desperate now. So in a blinding flash of speed, after that hit, the creature, whatever it is, suddenly lashes out. I would like Connell to make me a charisma saving throw.
"Oh no!
Oh.
Oh no!" That's a 14.
A 14.
Wait. What kind of attack is this?
ooh.
Because she's attacking
Inspiration.
Connell Sanctuary. She needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
What's the wording for sanctuary? Let me check. An attack or harmful spell. This is technically an ability,
Also, does she need
so
to
that's a
roll
bit of a
for-
grey area.
Does she need to roll for Moonbeam again?
She did not move, so yes, roll moonbeam damage.
Okay.
Okay.
D10. I'm trying to remember what I was using. N. And 23.
23!
Yeah, 2 10s and a 3.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
Yes.
I love Moonbeam, it's brilliant.
She's got 1 hit point.
Wow.
She
Wants
has
to finish her off?
well. I need to make a ruling on this.
Breaks
Any
her
creature who
limb.
targets the warded creature with an attack or harmful spell. It's not a
an
spell. Is it
ability.
an attack? Technically, it's an ability.
Is it causing me harm though?
No. So I would say the
There you go.
sanctuary does not affect it, unfortunately.
Okay.
Very good call. So Let me just change this up real quick. As this ghostly bitch, whatever you want to call her, lashes out at Connell. Her form vanishes. It vanishes into Connell. And those of you that can see Connell's face,
I didn't consent to this.
You've been possessed quite a
Just-
lot recently, haven't you?
see
Yep.
Connell's eyes go clear blue as Connell's brow furrows with a smile as Amriel, the grieving queen, has taken possession of Connell's body. And that is where we will leave things for this week.
Oh.
No, absolutely not.
Come on.
Absolutely
How dare.
so.
How dare.
Look, the dice tell the story, guys. But literally, like, on my thing, it says 1 hit point. That was so close. So, before we wrap up tonight, I did mention very sneakily in the Discord earlier today that, as is usually the case, we will do a post-credit scene. But this one, we're not going to be in Rhódania for this, as we venture elsewhere to a new world and give you a sneak peek of something to come in a couple of weeks' time. As we head to a bustling portside city full of life. Why is Sirenscape not working when I need it to? It's not working. Ah! Come on.
Shall we sing for you?
There we go. A bustling portside city full of life and adventure. Merchants, sailors, common folk. Nicodranis. A beautiful summer's day. Our view pulls in down one of the streets where we see a young lad, not quite a teenager, is going down the street and putting posters up on lampposts. And he's running, he's waving to locals, seems to be sort of known to most. Unfortunately, he doesn't look where he's going, and he bumps into 2 figures who turn around, quite burly, like mucky, dodgy looking folk. They turn around, who the fuck did that? And I say, oh, what's this little prick doing? And the kid looks up and says, oh, terribly sorry, didn't mean to do that. I'm just going over there. He's like, what? Just give me that. And he snatches one of the leaflets out of his hand. As the boy says, oh, you shouldn't have done that, sir. I might have to tell my mum on you. So, oh, what's your mum gonna do? Oh, I just realised who you are, sir. So, what, you think you know me? It's like, yeah, my mum knows you. As a matter of fact, my mum and her friends, I think they met you once before. Might have turned your friend into ash, if I recall. Call him Trevor, I think? And his face turns to stone. And the other guy's like, Zenny, what the fuck's he talking about? And the guy's like, We are so sorry. We're so sorry. We didn't mean that. Please don't tell your mum. Please don't tell your mum. Forget it never happened. Forget it never happened. It's fine. It's fine. Sorry. We'll just be. And they run off. As young Luke Brinato starts laughing to himself and continues putting up the posters. As Zenny and his companion run off, and while they do, they look at the poster. Well, actually, this sounds quite good. Open stage night, live at the Lavish Chateau. Zenny, it features the Ruby of the Sea. Should we go see the Ruby of the Sea? No, I don't think we will, mate. I think that's where they come from. I think we need to stay as far away. I told you we should never fucking come back to this place. And they argue as they leave the city, and the camera pulls over to the Lavish Chateau where preparations are being made, banners are being hung for a brand new weekly campaign featuring these lovely folk on your screen right now. 2 weeks from now, just a little over 2 weeks from now, Wednesday, 8th of March, we begin the Wildmount Chronicles. It's going to be something very special, and look at these lovely faces. Stories to tell, a brand new world. And I can worry about not ruining my canon and ruining Matt Mercer's instead, which is all really fun. So we hope this little teaser has wet your whistle for a taste of things to come. But until then, we're going to say farewell to these wonderful folk as we conclude tonight's session of the Rhódania Chronicles. So, thank you everyone for tuning in. It's been good to be back after a couple of weeks off. So, let's go around the table. Reintroduce our players. Tell us who you are, plug anything you have to plug, and give us your favourite moment from the session. Starting with Rhódania.
I am Mai, aka Marit the Pirate. I play Rhódania, or Circle Stars Feelies Druid. You can find me on all social media as Marit the Pirate, aside from Twitter, because that is Marit Pirate. Promoting things, I'm back to streaming kind of now. I did 3 streams last week, and hopefully that's not stopping there. Hopefully doing more on YouTube as well. But yeah, I stream on Twitch mostly. And my favorite moment tonight. I really liked the at the point when Reese finally got his own sparkle on with his rapier and his sparkly necklace as well. Finally gets to use it. So yeah, I'm just imagining it kind of like a He-Man sort of, or Skyward Sword sort of situation.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I have the power!
Exactly.
Now, if only Turn Undead lasted a little bit longer, but...
Although, actually, since it's Reese and Feronia, would it not be Thundercats?
Thunder! Thunder! Thunder!
Maybe.
Could be like Luna and Artemis and Sailor Moon.
Maybe. Thank you very much.
It
Connell!
Hello, I am Patrick, aka Patchin. Sometimes for dark, but Monday nights I play Conal McGinnis, Earth Genasi Renite Fighter. You will find me on TikTok at Patins, at Twitter at Patins, at Instagram at pat.tunes. Things to plug. Not necessarily my stuff, but a friend of mine, he's trying to get some of his D&D stuff kind of seen by DMs, people who want to homebrew stuff, who want to play some stuff. On DM's Guild, I'll put it in the Discord as well. On DM's Guild, if you want to look up a guy called Tomes of the Untold.
Okay.
A lot of his stuff is homebrewed, Irish culture, Irish things into the D&D world. So in one of our home games, one of our players is playing a Selkie. So in Irish mythology, it's someone that can turn into a half seal creature, which is pretty fucking rad.
Cool.
And he's also got like a homebrew ranger class that she's also playing, which is like an abyssal ranger where you can turn your arrows into apparitions and shit.
Ooh.
Pretty fucking cool. I played a homebrew stork race, which was pretty baller. He has like a rogue that's all about making traps.
Mm-hmm.
He's awesome. He's incredibly creative, and I just want to show him the love and try and get people using his shit so he gets recognized.
I mean, I'm all about that. Like, that's all of my hobbies and interests right there, so I'll definitely use it.
Yeah, he's an incredible writer, and I just want him to see his shit get recognized. Yeah, that's my favorite moment of the night. I do like seeing clerics do cleric shit and see like turn undead. Like, it was kind of like, oh shit, what's gonna happen? We're fighting this Ghostbuster bitch, and here's fucking He-Man or Lion-O unleashing the Thundercats. Fucking love that shit.
Hell yeah. Thank you. Freak!
Hello, I have been your, quite frankly, concerned lady of nouns, way of the long guest, Shatterkai Monk, notice Frike. Behind the scenes, nothing new to report, but things are always being tooled around in the workshop, so there's that. And my favorite, I can't wait to see everybody else's music, and I loved Rhódania's music when she turned into the starry form.
Hell yeah.
That was amazing.
We've been talking about that for a while, haven't we? And then we finally, like, we were going to go with the original music, but then I found, like, an instrumental cover, which was really good, which was free to use.
I will punish you.
I mean, that could be the next animatic. Just saying, just throwing it out there.
I still have to finish the last one.
You do.
You'll get there.
You will. Thank you. And last but never least, Reese.
Hi everyone. My name is Wyatt Larson. I play Reese. You can find me as the Moonkeep across pretty much all social media, except Twitter, because Twitter sucks and I don't know how to use it, nor do I really care to learn. Beyond that, I do want to give a little wee announcement. Actually a couple, but I'm just really excited because I officially hit 100,000 followers across all platforms this past week. So
hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm at 102,000 followers now. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Yowzers.
It's crazy. And it's only been almost a year and a half. I'm like, wow, crazy. Amazing. So really excited about that. Beyond that, something that is on my books that I'm working on is Felix Faust's journal of his adventures before he came to the Moonkeep. And that is, I'll be doing all entries at least once a week. Probably starting in about a month because I have to actually start writing shit. But that'll be all on Patreon. And so, the lowest tier, which you can get access if you want to read all my fun stories, is $3. So, and then that helps me get to wonderful places like Convergence, which I will be at in April, Gen Con, which is in Indianapolis in August, and many other places. Just helps support me and continue creating fun content. So anyway, that's all on my books. I think that's it.
Okay, favorite moment?
Oh shit. Favorite moment. Oh man. I really enjoyed the kind of the smaller moment of Reese just wearing his necklace. It's like externally now, and after it was all blessed and everything in ceremony the night before.
Hell yeah. Character development. That's what we're all here for. You love to see it. Thank you. And I have been Patch, your ever humble dungeon master. I've played everybody else, including Spooky Bitch. And you can find me here all the time. On this coming Friday, you can see me return to Phoenix Iwaki as my sassy yet classy Order of Scribes, Kalistar Wizard, Kellen Sturgrove, who I have missed very dearly, and Revolution is at hand, and I'm gonna do something really cool at the start of the session, which I'm really excited for, and I've spent a long time planning, so it's gonna be real fun. So I hope to see you there. Twitch.tv/Phoenix Iwaki. And my favourite moment, I think, if I had to pick one, would be as I was describing the beginning of the encounter and just watching everyone's faces drop, mine in particular, when you were like, "Fucking weeping angels! Oh my god!" Because I knew that at least someone would think that, and I was like, that's gonna land well, and it did. So yay!
I like the
To be
weeping
fair,
angels.
Creepy as shit.
Yeah,
Hate weeping angels.
that's why I made them like them, to some extent. I mean, weeping angels are a bit more deadly. They displace you in time. But then again,
I displaced your limbs, though.
I mean, she's displaced herself inside Connell, so we'll find out about that next week, I
I
suppose.
did not
Feel
consent
the
to that.
inside of you, Connell.
No, you did not.
I had a nickel.
But you did not consent, but your dice did. And yes, you would have many nickels. So, with that being said, we are going to wrap up here. We're going to go a rating. Let's have a quick look here. Our friends over at Bards of New York are streaming. Dead Aussie Gamer is streaming. I just played with him recently in the Blades in the Dark one shot. It's very rare I get a chance to raid into Dag, so we'll do that. So yeah, they're just getting started. So perfect timing. So thanks, guys. Always a pleasure to tell stories for you. Hope you come back to see us next week when we return for whatever's going on next. I'm sure it'll be fine. But in the meantime, guys, all the love to you. Thank you for all your continued support, and we look forward to seeing you next time. In the meantime, take care. Spread the love to Dag as we go raiding into his channel, and we'll see you soon. Good night, guys.
Bye.
Good night, guys.